Burgess of Texas, a doctor who has practiced medicine for nearly 30 years, joins me right now. And Congressman, from a doctor's perspective, what's your thought on what this will mean for everyone's quality of health care going forward?
Well, thanks for having me on. And I will say this, as far as the cost of care, and speaking as someone who has an unsubsidized policy in the individual market, we've already seen our costs go way up, and guess what? They're going up a lot more. And even people in the employer-sponsored insurance market are going to be affected more and more because of the individual mandate that has just recently kicked in. I got to tell you, I was looking to this court opinion to perhaps put the brakes on some of the cost problems I see. But the biggest problems I see going forward are people are simply not going to be able to afford the cost of coverage, or they're going to end up with coverage that really doesn't cover anything. I've got a $6,000 deductible. I'm not going to the doctor for anything because it's just too darn expensive.
That's one of the big concerns here. I mean, I think everyone agree that we want to make sure that people are covered, that they are getting the best health care they possibly can. I think the concern on this one, Congressman, is that we just didn't go about it the right way.
Oh, sure. In the aftermath of this, plenty of criticism to go around. I did hear the lead-in on the previous segment. I do think that the president initially in this month was going out and trying to make the case to people because he thought he was going to have to deal with an adverse opinion. And then someone inside the court told the White House, hey, you got nothing to worry about. Your boss is going to be fine on the outcome of this. And really, we went into radio silence from the White House after that first week in June. And to me, that was kind of a tip-off of what was coming today. I can't tell you I was completely surprised. Obviously, I'm desperately disappointed, but not completely surprised.
Let's talk about what it means for those people in the 34 states that don't have state-operated exchanges. So they're now going to continue to get their federal subsidy. We as taxpayers are paying that subsidy, and to your point, they may not be getting the best care as a result of this program. I guess I would ask, why is it that we don't see insurers maybe being a little bit more aggressive in terms of negotiating the best prices, given that they have all these people in these pools?
There is no earthly reason for them to do that. The insurance companies right now are getting massive amounts of federal money pumped into their products. Why would they do anything to interrupt that particular gravy train? That's why the insurance companies were so outspoken as to not wanting the court to rule a different way. But look, everybody's got to buy insurance. The policies are subsidized by the federal government up to a certain income level. That amount actually will increase as the cost increases go up. It's not the death spiral that was talked about earlier, but it's an upward spiral that eventually will bleed those who pay taxes. It'll bleed us to death.
You know, Congressman, we've been watching the healthcare stocks today, and I want to show everyone because a number of them here are at all-time lifetime highs, because to your point now, they are getting a huge federal subsidy. As someone made the point earlier to me, they're a little bit like utilities now. And you could say to a certain extent, yeah, you know, you can count on some predictability perhaps if the government is there lining your pockets. Anyway, thank you so much, Congressman Burgess. Good to have you here and to have a doctor's perspective on all of this. All right, we got a lot more coming.